Hi guys, it's Stock Curry. There were a ton of videos that were put out by different YouTubers today, so I'm not going to waste any time. I just want to talk to the new traders real fast and help you guys make a little bit more money. If you guys feel like every single time you buy a stock it starts to go down, and then every single time you sell a stock it starts to go back up, let me explain real fast what's happening. You're buying stocks without knowing why you're buying them. You're probably buying stocks because some YouTuber mentioned it. Okay, take GEVO as an example. GEVO was up 70% yesterday. Was up over to $11 at one point. You probably were like, oh wow, some YouTuber said to buy it. Let's go buy it. And then today it went down 25%, all the way down to $8.30. Why? Well, they did a direct stock offering, but that's not the point. The point is the stock starts going down and then you panic and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing money, and you sell. And as soon as you sell, people like me are like, oh wow, what a great price. Let me go buy some more. And then we start buying, and then the stock price starts going right back up right after you sell. So if you're going to buy a stock, I just want to encourage you, know why you are buying that stock. Know what the company is about, know what they do, know the future outcome of the company, and why you should be buying that stock. Somebody like me, GEVO, I'm looking at it going, I liked it at $11. I really like it at $8.30. I'm going to go buy some more. I didn't panic today. I held the shares that I bought yesterday, and I added on a whole lot more shares today. So if you're a new trader, do your own research, do your own due diligence, know why you are buying a company, and hold through the downturns. We're going to talk a lot about that today. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for Merrill Lynch and Morgan Stanley, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 15 YouTubers. I then compile all of my analysis into a single daily video that I post right here on this channel. I spend hours every day watching YouTube videos so that you don't have to. All you have to do is watch one video each day and you will get every single stock pick from the top 15 YouTubers. All I ask in return is that you hit that like button and subscribe so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get into today's video, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor, and none of the YouTubers I follow are financial advisors either. This video is purely for entertainment purposes only. Alright, let's get into it. First up is AAPL. This is Aapl. Ken and Grace recommended buying AAPL so that you have a solid growth stock in your portfolio. He said you should start buying AAPL now, and you should load up if it gets down to $115. Next up is AIRG. This is AirGain. They are a 5G antenna manufacturer. 4G has a range of 10 miles, but 5G only has a range of 1,000 feet. That means 5G only has 2% of the range of 4G. So the upgrade from 4G to 5G means we'll need 50 times more antennas as well as fiber optic cables everywhere. This is a huge opportunity for 5G infrastructure companies. This company is also actively buying back stock. They already have a contract with AT&T. They also have over 220 patents, which will give them significant licensing revenue in the future. Next up is ALLY. This is Ally Financial. Chris Sane likes this for a call option. Specifically, he likes the February 19th $41 call. Ally has earnings coming up in 2 days, and since most bank stocks have been beating earnings, I like the call option play in Ally. I personally think that if you want to buy a $42 or $43 call option in Ally, that would be fine too. Just understand that the further away from the money you go, the higher your risk is. Next up is ALPP. This is Alpine Technologies. It's an American drone company with American technology. They are applying to be listed on the NASDAQ. We don't know when that will happen, but this should be another catalyst, much in the same way Tesla went up as it entered the S&P 500. Also, the traveling trader thinks ALPP might be added to ARK Invest's new ARKX fund. Further, the CEO said they expect revenues to skyrocket in Q2 and Q3 of this year. So it has a great growth outlook and a lot of catalysts coming up this year. This is probably one of the better penny stocks you can buy. Next up is AMC. This is AMC Movie Theaters. Smart Trader gave an update on AMC today. Even though it pulled back a little bit today, Smart Trader thinks this could go to $5 or $6 soon. AMC just received a loan, which is great because it gives them cash to survive until the lockdowns end. And it does not dilute shares like a share offering would, so that was really good news. Today's drop is a great opportunity to get in because Smart Trader says a short squeeze in AMC is just getting started. Next up is BABA. This is Alibaba. They are China's largest e-commerce company. They're comparable to Amazon in the United States. Zip Trader said that now that Jack Ma is back, it's time to start buying BABA again. Next up is BNGO. This is Bionanogenomics. They're a genomic structural variants testing machine manufacturer. Informed Trades, Jack Spencer, my financial friend, and Richard Allen all gave us updates today. BNGO was down 12% today due to another stock offering that was announced. Last time they did a stock offering, the stock rebounded and hit new all-time highs quickly. However, just remember that this time there is no symposium or other catalysts coming up, so while BNGO will probably rebound, do not expect it to rebound as quickly as last time. Also, while these share offerings will help BNGO improve its balance sheet, this public offering is more than twice as large as the last one, and this one is only priced at $6 a share. That said, if you look at the chart, you can see how BNGO bounced off of the 5-day moving average today, and Informed Trades thinks this could get back up to $10 soon. Every YouTuber who mentioned the stock said they're holding and not selling. Richard Allen took it a step further and said now is a great opportunity to buy. Next up is Cciv. This is a SPAC and they are rumored to be merging with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is an American EV company and a competitor to Tesla. Stockmo said today that no news is good news. Everybody is just waiting right now. Stockmo thinks that if a merger is announced, Cciv will jump to between $25 and $30 instantly, and then rise into the 30s shortly thereafter. Stockmo said that he expects the Cciv merger to be announced within the next 3 weeks. Zip Trader called this an obvious buy anywhere under $20 if the merger goes through. He also gave a price target in the high 20s or low 30s once the merger is confirmed. Next up is CLOV. This is Clover Health, and this is a Medicare Advantage provider. Smart Trader thinks that we will see 2 or 3 more days of consolidation before it explodes to $25 or $30. Smart Trader does not think CLOV will drop below $13. It is very close to a bottom right now. Next up is DBX. This is Dropbox. Chris Sain reminded everyone that DBX is in a good buy zone right now. Chris Sain likes Dropbox as a possible buyout, which would cause the stock to go up 30 or 40% if that happens. Next up is Dkng. This is DraftKings. They're an online sports betting company. Dkng has already gotten into Michigan, which just opened up for online sports betting a few days ago. If you missed out on buying Dkng at our buy under price of $52, you can still buy now for a long-term hold. We have price targets ranging from $63 to $100, so there's a lot of upside potential with Dkng, given that there are so many states that have already or are about to open up to online gambling. Also, once sports gets back to normal, Stockmo says revenues are going to pop and we're going to see big-time gains on Dkng. Next up is FAII. This is the SPAC that my financial friend let us know about today. This SPAC is managed by Fortress Value, and this is their second SPAC. Their first SPAC merged with MP Materials, which is currently trading at $35 a share. FAII is currently trading at just $12. That said, while we know there's a lot of upside potential with FAII and very limited downside potential since they have a $10 floor, we don't know how long it will take for them to select a merger target. They started trading at the beginning of October of last year, and they have 2 years to merge. So you could be holding FAII for up to a year and a half before you see gains. Next up is Fcel. This is Fuel Cell Energy. They are a renewable energy company. Chris Sain reminded everyone that Fcel is close to a buy zone. He also increased his price target from $20 to $30. We do have a buy under price at $16 and an ideal buy-in price at $15. Next up is HUYA. This is a Bitcoin play. Zip Trader nailed this one. Last week he said that it was turning around and that if it could get above $21.50, it would continue to go up. Zip Trader said that you should buy in at current prices as he expects HUYA to continue to go up. Next up is KOSS. Smart Trader says that if KOSS can get above $4, it can skyrocket higher due to the very high short float. If KOSS gets above $4, it will trigger a short squeeze, and we could get all the way up to $10 quickly. Smart Trader recommends day trading this, although you could also swing trade it. If you day trade it, look for 10% to 20% gains and then get out, because this stock is very volatile. Next up is MARA. This is a Bitcoin miner, and ZipTrader said that you either need to lock in your profits or hold through these downtrends until it gets to your price target. Don't buy unless you have a price target before you buy. ZipTrader thinks MARA will continue to drop in the short term and says once it bottoms out, you should buy MARA for the next run up. Next up is NRDA. This is Indra Life Sciences. They manufacture a new thermoacoustic enhanced ultrasound called TAEUS. It is similar to an MRI, but at 50 times lower cost. Informed Trades mentioned the stock today also. He likes the fact that analyst price targets range from $3.50 to $6. I did not mention this yesterday, but the TAEUS machine is specifically designed to discover liver disease. There are over 50 drugs in the pipeline for liver disease, and the TAEUS machine is the only machine other than an MRI that can discover liver disease. Next up is NIO. This is NIO. They are a Chinese EV manufacturer. Stockmo isn't concerned about this consolidation that we're seeing right now. He said once Biden gets fully into office and Democrats start doing tax credits for EV vehicles, we're going to see all EV stocks go up together. Just keep in mind that this is a Chinese EV company, so the real catalyst for NIO is the China lockdowns ending. Next up is NNDM. This is Nano Dimension. They're a 3D computer chip printer manufacturer. Richard Allen let us know that NNDM just appointed Dr. Eli David to their board of directors. Now, why is this important? Because Dr. Eli David is a world-renowned expert on artificial intelligence. He has consulted many companies on implementing AI. But what is most exciting is what the CEO said. CEO Yev Stern said, "I am thrilled to have Dr. David join our board of directors. His expertise and global business connections will be invaluable as we develop an advanced AI application in machine learning." Specifically, it looks like Nano Dimension wants to wirelessly connect their 3D printers so that they can communicate with each other and use AI to determine how to improve performance and better manage production materials. There were also some other cryptic hints that the CEO left about the future of NNDM that can be interpreted many different ways. The one thing we know for sure is that the future of this company is far more advanced and exciting than any of us could have imagined. Put in the comments below what you think a quote-unquote neural network-like array of machines will look like for NNDM. Next up is OBLN. OBLN went up over 400% today. ZipTrader said to take profits if you bought the stock early this morning. Next up is Pcti. This is Pctel Inc. They're another 5G antenna manufacturer, very similar to AIRG, but this company has slightly better financials. Like AIRG, Pcti is actively buying back stock. You should look into both AIRG and Pcti and pick one to invest in, because this is the future of cellular. Next up is RESN. This is Resonant, and they're a 5G company. Informed Trades mentioned this company after a lot of viewers asked him to review it. He didn't really say much though, so I took a look at it. Technically, this stock is strong and has great momentum. Financially, they are very strong with massive revenue growth, plenty of cash, and no debt. This is actually a really good growth stock play, and I really like it for a long-term hold. Although short interest has been decreasing, it was still at 4 days to cover at the end of last month, and it remains a hard-to-borrow security, so I think there is also a short squeeze potential on this stock as well. Next up is SBE. This is a SPAC and they are merging with ChargePoint. ZipTrader said any price below $40 you should be buying more. Just don't forget to sell right before the merger. I will reiterate that I personally have a buy-enter price of $40 with an ideal buy-in price of $36. Next up is Sklz. This is Sklz and they're an esports gaming company. Stockmo said this is the future of online gaming for the younger generation and he believes the long-term prospects for Sklz is huge. Next up is Srpt. This is Srpt and this is a recovery stock. If you bought the January 2022 $100 call option that we mentioned last week, you are doing quite well right now. For the rest of you, it's not too late to get into this recovery play. ZipTrader said you should be adding money to Srpt because it will continue to go up. I will tell you that it has a prior line of support at $125 and that could become a new level of resistance. ZipTrader said he thinks it will get back to between $130 and $135. So we both agree that Srpt should go up to somewhere between $125 and $135. over the next couple of weeks, which represents about a 30% to 40% upside from today's closing price. Next up is STCN. This is still Connect, and they own Modus Link. Modus Link is a company that provides e-commerce and supply chain management. Their software integrates with all of the large e-commerce platforms, including WooCommerce and Shopify. There hasn't been a lot of news on STCN lately, other than the fact that they just got a new management team. I have no doubt that the only reason the stock went up is because Mcash pumped it. As a result, the stock will probably go up for a few more days before selling off hard and fast. You can probably make money day trading the stock, just be careful and don't hold overnight. Next up is Tmdi. This is Titan Medical. They are a similar company to Trxc. They develop robotic surgery machines. Jack Spencer and my financial friend cover this company today. Large institutions are increasing their positions in Tmdi. They also got approved to remain on the NASDAQ. Now, this is mostly a pre-revenue company, so let's look at their balance sheet. They have plenty of cash and almost no debt. So this isn't bad as far as pre-revenue companies go. They also have a pretty good short interest, so there's a short squeeze potential on this stock as well. They have over 150 patents with lots of licensing opportunities. So while we're waiting for their robotic surgery machine to go to market, they are already starting to get revenue from their licensing. They received $20 million in licensing fees last year and have another $21 million in licensing fees pending, which is why they have plenty of cash and almost no debt. We are still awaiting for FDA approval for their machine, but it's nice to see a company getting revenue from licensing even before they receive FDA approval. Next up is Trxc. This is Trxc, and they're a medical device company. They make robotics for surgery. This remains a hype stock. It went up yesterday because it received CE mark approval, which allows them to sell their products in Europe. Ken & Gray says this stock is a great swing trade because it has a history of very large price swings every couple of years. For example, from 2017 to 2018, the stock jumped from $7 to $90 in just 6 months. Back in 2013, it went from $24 to $182 in just 8 months. Now it looks like it's just starting another year-long run-up, which could be another 1,000% gainer. Next up is TSLA, Tesla. This is an American EV manufacturer. ZipTrader says you need to hold through downtrends for the long term. Do not panic sell if this stock starts to go down. Next up is Ttcf. This is Tattooed Chef, and they're a plant-based foods company. They're a competitor to Beyond Meat. Smart Trader says he thinks Ttcf will see a few more days of consolidation, but once it hits $22 or $23 a share, it will explode. ZipTrader says that this is not an ideal entry price right now. He would not buy this until it gets back down to around $20. Personally, I had a buy under price on this of $26 with an ideal buy-in price of $23. So my price targets are a little bit closer to Smart Trader's. I also have a price target of $50, which represents a 100% upside from today's closing price. Next up is XPEV. This is Xpeng, they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. ZipTrader called this an add money to play. ZipTrader also said this has a good chance of catching up to NIO and should go back to all-time highs soon, which would represent a 43% upside from today's closing price. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think NNDM is going to do with this new AI technology. And if you want to get some free stock, sign up for Webull through my link in the description below. That will give you 4 free stock, and it also gives me 1 free stock. It helps you out, and it also helps the channel out. Finally, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.